Hello everybody and welcome to the third episode of our post-credits, as I like to call it, for our Gondor campaign in 32 to the War Divide and Conquer. Due to the game being entirely unstable, we are of course trying to achieve world domination through a series of custom battles against the factions that were still remaining. Today we're facing Lorien, but before we start you might notice some differences in our roster. And that is because we are playing of course on version 4 of Divide and Conquer instead of version 3. Now, Gondor didn't get many changes, but they did get some changes. For example, there's a new unit called the Sons of Númenor, which the description says they're a pike unit, but I think they're actually a halberd unit. Because a pike unit with 15 attack would also be insanely good. They do require a Númenor, so it's kind of like the Arnor rebuilt unit, but they have amazingly high attack, especially for a halberd unit. 7 charge is really high, and 31 defense. Alright, the Minas Ithil Guardians also got a change. They were a spear unit in version 3, now they are a two-hander unit. As you can see, they wield these massive claymores, which look absolutely amazing. Their armor is still fairly the same, but I think their helmet looks different. I think they look fucking awesome, with great stats to boost an 8 charge bonus, which is very high for infantry, 20 attack and 27 defense. Some other changes, the Gondor Cavalry was changed. They used to be a Lancer unit, now they're a Sword and Board unit. Of course, still on a horse, but very much a lower charge, 5 charge. If you compare it to Seaward Lancers, for example, who have 10, but they do have 10 attack and 19 defense. So, they are not as good, but they're still more than good enough. And they can definitely be used to hunt down other cavalry. And you can also tell the Blackwood Vale archers have a different icon, but I did give them the armor upgrade and they look the same right about now. We also got 2 ballista in the army. You will see exactly why in just a minute. Something else you might notice that is different is that units are now upgraded to the gold tier. Whilst previously you could only get 1 or 2 armor upgrades, except for like Gondor Militia or Territorial Guardsmen. Now everyone can get all the way to gold because of changes with blacksmithing. However, does not mean that they also get a different visual. They still have the same high-end armor tier. Perhaps the other tiers look different now, but their highest tier is still the same. Alright, well, let's start the battle and see what we are facing. We are facing, of course, the Elves of Lothlorien, and there you can see why we brought the Ballistae, because they have Ents. Let's actually pause for a second. Let's take a look at their units. We got the Galadrim Gods, who wield these massive battle axes that kind of seem to reflect the environment. Very cool, like made out of chrome or something. Some Sentinels of Kerin Amroth. Galadrim Swordsmen, who wield these nice curved, I'm not sure, the Falchions or something like that? Something like that. That's in Galadrim Archers. Elven King's Gateguard, which is their captain or general. Gurdinen, which are of course the Elven Darth Mauls, as I like to call them in our Dol Guldur campaign. Some Lorien Lancers, or Galadrim Lancers. They also have some Horse Archers, although I'm not sure where they are positioned. Probably back here. Yep, there they are, some Horse Archers, which look excellent. Let's see, there should be some other units as well. Elder Council, the Javelin unit. Could actually continue right now. Yavanna's Chosen, which also wield the same halberd design. There should be one more unit that I can't seem to find right now, as we are shooting them with our Blackwood Vale archers. We'll probably see them once the battle starts. Ah, there they are, never mind. The Red-Caped Elbereth Sentinels, which is a unit of only 37. They're usually a bodyguard unit, but I had to include them just because they look so awesome, especially with their sword on their back. That just looks nice. Alright, so the ballista should focus fire on the ends, because they can massively fuck us up. Again, I gave equal money, because I'm all for equal pay, to both factions. Let's try to disable their cavalry early on, because I've been talking a lot without really doing much. So we both have 75,000 to our names. But of course the elves are just better than us at every level. Alright, we killed one of the Ents. Good. We need to make sure they all die, because they can really fuck our shit up. Let's give him a charge. Nice, and then pull back the Knights of the Silver Swan. We can leave the Gondor Cav in prolonged combat. They are pretty good at that. Alright, in come the Ents. Oh shit, we should probably move our Citadel Guard to counter them. My god, they're scary. Oh no, they're gonna wreck my archers. Oh fuck. Oh shit, they just went through my lines like crazy. My ballista are, of course, now useless. I wish they would have done more damage. But I can't ask for too much, I guess. Alright, that dealing with them. Good. You guys... Okay, the scouts are broken. Nice. Let's see if we can take care of some of the archers. Oh shit, the Elven King Gate Guard. We don't want to charge in. Alright, we need to move our front line up. Spears. Move up. Hang on a second, sorry for pausing, but this is very hectic. Sentinels of Caern Amroth are coming in, so we do need to push forward. And we do also need to engage our flank infantry. I really want to see the Ministithal Guardians in action. Okay, so they launched their cavalry against my Wardens of the White Tower. Should not go well for them. Try to avoid them. Okay, nice. Charge the Elbereth Sentinels. Kill them. They are a very strong unit. Not sure how much damage we will do. Ah, nice. Pull back straight away. Alright. Knights of not doing much right now. See if we can give them a good charge. Okay, Knights, pull back. How are you looking? Oh, we're facing the Darth Mauls. Pull back. Pull back. I do like the new changes to Gondor. I think they're all positive. Especially the Ministithal change. We didn't need another strong anti-cavalry unit. Citadel Guards and Warrens, not Warrens of the White Tower. Fountain Guard are plenty. Gondor Spearmen are also just good. The Sons of Numenor are of course a nice addition, but how many times will you capture Numenor as a Gondor campaign? That's very late game, unless you really focus on it. Okay, what is the White Tower? You go face General. Deal with the lances, please. And go assist them. Okay. Gondor Cavalry, what are you doing? Absolutely nothing. Okay, I'm not playing very well. I'm a bit distracted. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the 4th update. I can't imagine you're not enjoying it. I mean, it's fucking amazing. You can see the Ministithal Guardians in action. Oh, look at them. Just flinging their swords wildly. Actually, I want to check something. Are they relentless? They are not relentless. There's only a couple units that are. For those who don't know what relentless is, it's a new addition to version 4, where certain units cannot be staggered. One unit I can think of are Berserkers, for example. It's usually units that wield two-handers, because they get easily staggered and then they kind of become useless. So I thought maybe the Ministithal Guardians got relentless, which if you have relentless as a trait, it just makes your life a whole lot easier. It is so strong. If you can't get staggered, then all your attacks will hit. For those of you who watched my Lothlorien campaign, which so far, at the moment of recording, there's only 1 episode out yet, but I will record the 2nd episode this afternoon. But Gil-galad's company, which is of course the bodyguard unit of Lord Elrond, he has the relentless trait. And as we already saw at the first siege of Rivendell, those Ents are fucking everything up. It did do a lot of damage. That made the difference. Alright, cavalry position. Where's my other cavalry? See what lances pull back. You guys dealing with the sentinels. My god, these Ents though, they need to go down. They're looking very bloodied, so I think they'll go down, but we'll see. Oh, but it's sentinels still alive. Alright, cavalry. Another unit that got a visual change for Gondor that I did not talk about because they're not in this army is the Gondor Militia. Obviously I didn't put them in this army. If I had to pit Gondor Militia against elves, it would be a bloodbath. You would not want to watch that. That would be horrible. Maybe you do if you have, I don't know, certain kink for bloodbaths, because that would be brutal. But they also got a visual change, which I like. I haven't seen them yet, but I saw their icon. And it looked more like the Dol Amroth Gondor Militia. So more of the blues and less of the browns. Which is always good.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Okay. Because now they kind of look like the ballista crew in terms of color scheme, just brown and more brown. 50 shades of brown. Okay. Oh, but it's Sentinels. Look at them. They look excellent. Really cool unit. I wish I could get them on my High Elf campaign, but I don't think I can. I think they're specific to Lothlorien. I actually haven't spoiled myself by looking... If you go to the custom battle and you select a faction, you can look all the units they can get. But I haven't done that for the High Elves. Oh look, we can get like a nice scenic view from here. From all the carnage. You want to look at the lines. It's very nice to come under cavalry like that. We have to see what lances there over there. Pull them back. Well, Knights of the Silver Swan. Oh, they're over here. But I haven't spoiled myself by taking a look at... Oh, this is a very nice camera angle. At all the units that the High Elves get. So I will be surprised whenever we upgrade our barracks and whenever we do complete certain events. We are having a good time against the Elves, though. We're definitely going to beat them, which we easily would have beaten them in our World Domination campaign. They would not have posed a serious threat. They're strong, but they had like 4 settlements and 1 big army, I think, with Haldir. So it really would not have been an issue. So it's good that this custom battle also represents that. They're very strong, don't get me wrong, but their units are small. They outclass our units in terms of stats, but they have 100 soldiers in 1 unit, we have 150. So we simply have more to throw at them. More for them to kill, more to die by. So there you go, no longer a lance charge. I do hope they turn around. Oh, they're not turning around. Oh, this might not be good for my knights. Ah, it still worked out. The Knights of the Silver Swan, for crying out loud. They don't die. But yeah, of course, just like it would be in campaign battle, their main weakness is lack of strong cavalry and lack of a lot of cavalry. They don't have a lot of cavalry at all. They have the lancers and that's pretty much it. Okay, so some are starting to rout. Khazad-Dûm gods are holding, but just barely. Sentinels are also dropping. What the hell's still going on over here? Ah, nice. Killed the Elven King Guard. Good job, Municipal Guardians. Okay, they are destroying them. Some more Khazad-Dûm archers, which are also... They're not really a hybrid unit because all the Elven archers are good in melee. So I think it makes it hard to say that they're a hybrid unit. For me, a hybrid unit is a specific unit. Whereas most of your archers are just archers, some of your archers might be very good at melee. But for the elves, that's the case for all their units. All their archers are also very strong in melee combat. But the Khazad-Dûm archers specifically have very good stats. Take a look at their stats. 12 melee attack and 25 defense. That's better than my Gondor infantry. You know? So, whilst they don't have a shield, they do have, I think, very high armor. Yeah, they have insanely high armor. 18. Makes sense. But that's just their archer unit, just to give you an idea. Okay. This battle's pretty much over. These guys are still surprisingly tough to deal with. The Khazad-Dûm gods. Khazad-Dûm archers should send our infantry in to finish them off. They're still standing over here. Oh, but at center, of course, they're still standing. Sons of Numera also held the line quite nicely. Just appreciate their design for a bit. Look at that. I love the gold across the chest there. Helmet design. And of course the capes. The capes are so good. They're so... I love... Whoever made the capes deserves a raise. Well, they don't really get paid for it. But they deserve something because the shading on that is just magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. Alright. Let's see. Do we have cavalry? Gondor cavalry should charge the Khazad-Dûm archers. Blackwood Vale, shoot the Khazad-Dûm archers. Let's speed things up a little bit because it is pretty much over. Pull them back. Charge that. Alright, boys. Are they running? No, they're just running towards my lines. Thought they might be routing. Time to finish them off. Alright, well, these guys are not doing anything. Might as well send them in to finish this battle off. Let's charge in the Sons of Numenor. Actually do a proper charge. Because you have 7 charge, which is insanely high. Nice. Khazad-Dûm guards will be the last to fall, I think, unless these guys hold out a little bit longer. The archer unit. Nah, they're dropping. So all in all, the elves did fairly good. They killed about 40% of our army. But like I thought, they don't really stand a chance to us. They just... I don't know, they're strong and they have good units, but they just don't have enough units. And whilst they have good archers, in a pitch battle, you can't really use them that well. I think most of the time they were also hitting their own units, because they just had to run towards us or our cavalry would take care of them. In a siege battle, this would be an entirely different story. They also would be very difficult to fight in siege battles, which is, if we were doing a world domination campaign, I would not fight siege battles. I would absolutely starve them out. I think doing siege battles against elves is suicide, as you have all seen already in my High Elves campaign, so I would not do it myself as well. Alright, who's still standing? There's still one dude somewhere putting up a fight. There he is. One of the guards, eh? Should be dead soon. Let's just appreciate our Minas Ethel Guardian some more. They look so good. Hang on a second. What's up with their swords? These guys, their swords seem to be a bit bugged out. Unless it's some specific... Yeah, they're a bit glitched out. I don't know what's causing that. Fun fact.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Come on. Let's get in there. Kill the last guy, who's surprisingly tough for not being a general. He's just a regular foot soldier. Maybe he's relentless. Doubt it. Look at him. Look at him go. He's right there. The last of the guards. My god, that is a tough lad. He just keeps getting pushed around. What the hell? Why isn't he dying? Ah, finally. Jesus! For some reason, that guy was ridiculously strong. Alright, so if we take a look at the stats, everyone did really good. It's kind of an even spread. Ballista didn't do much, but they did kill, I think, 1 or 2 Ents. That's all I needed them for. Gondor infantry doing not that much. One's the White Tower, of course, doing a lot. Municipal Guardians, all these guys are fairly even numbers. Citadel Guard not doing much. 23 casualties inflicted to us. They sustained 82. I guess they were positioned poorly. And of course our cavalry doing a lot of damage as well. But no one really stands out all that much. That was the first one a little bit, but we're used to that. Alright, so that's Lothlorien captured. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And next time we will fight... let's see. I think next time we should fight the Anduin Vale. So I hope you guys are excited for that. And I hope to catch you next time. Bye bye.